RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro-East premier sports bar and grill.
And their leadoff hitter here, and there's a strike called, and it's 1-1. Roxana wrapping up the conference season just a couple of days ago with a makeup game against Vandalia. So they had a game earlier this week. They did not wait a week or so before getting into the playoffs. They had a little tune-up against Vandalia on Tuesday. Swing and a miss here by Ray. It's 2-2.
It's not often you see a three-way tie for the conference championship, but I think that's what we had in the SEC, right?
Yep, all 7-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Ray swings and misses at strike three from Reardon. One up, one down.
Well, the Shells are going to go with Reardon in this game here to see if he can get them some quality innings, maybe get a complete game here, victory, and try to get the Shells to the 500 mark at 14-15 coming in. And again, maybe a potential third matchup with Southwestern.
There's a ball outside. Abernathy, the third baseman, Sean Abernathy, will be followed by Austin Goosewell. Goosewell is the pitcher for the Bulldogs today, and he bats third. Here's a swing and a miss from Reardon to Abernathy, the third baseman.
And believe it or not, Goosewell has half of their victories on the year.
Staunton with 6 wins. And he's got 3 of them, and here's a strike called. It's 1-2, but 7-2 in the SCC for Roxana, for Southwestern, and for Litchfield. 3-way tie for the SCC championship. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for the Shells right-hander, 2 down.
Reardon right now using the fastball quite often here in the first 2 batters. Just pretty much nothing fancy, just bringing the powder keg to the dish here, or to the mound, and basically offering it up and say, here it is if you can hit it. And so far the first 2 batters have not.
Here's a strike called as Hargrave is the catcher today. Martz at third, Foss at short, Skiff at second, Roberson at first for the Shells. This one's in the dirt. Out in the outfield, Palin in left, Wallace in center, Vandiver in right field. 2 up, 2 down for Staunton. Here's the pitch, and a tap foul. Both teams wearing red jerseys. Roxana with white pants, the Bulldogs with gray pants for their uniforms here today. And Staunton bus pulling up just before 4 o'clock as they made the long trip. Here's a foul ball, first base side. Left-handed batter here, Goosewell for Staunton. And again, he's the pitcher for the Bulldogs today in the regional semis. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he went too far, but the ball gets away, so it's going to be a strikeout and a runner at first. So 3 strikeouts in the inning, but there's 2 outs. Wild pitch.
Well, you don't see that very often, but that is the case here with striking out the side, and you could have another rare feat here if he can come up with a 4th strikeout in the inning.
We'll see how Reardon does now against their center fielder, Ryan Fretz. Fretz, F-R-E-T-Z, low and away, ball 1 to the right-handed batter.
Well, it was a pitch that was down and away, and not a whole lot that Hargrave could do with the play there, as once it got to the backstop. And Goosewell, I don't think right away he had to be told to run on the play. I don't think he realized that he had missed the ball, that maybe he had gotten a piece of it, but was somehow able to get himself down to first base and get our first base runner of the game, sort of the unconventional way. You don't see it happen very often.
3 strikeouts in the inning, and this pitch is low for a ball to Fretz. Sam Allender will be next. Their catcher, Seth Stinnett, will bat 6th. the top part of the batting order against Reardon, who brings it home outside for a ball.
He's going to have to come all the way back from a 3-0 count now, and be interesting to see if maybe you send the runner here, but yeah, short lead.
Strike called to make it 3-1. Now he may do some running here. 3-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Reardon. Swing and a miss. Up and away a little bit there. 3-2.
Boy, I'm watching the base runner at first base here, and boy, he's maybe getting 2.5, 3 steps off the bag, and that's about it. Boy, that's a short lead over there.
He's running at 3-2. Swing and a miss, and indeed, it's 4 strikeouts in the inning as Reardon K's the cleanup man, Ryan Fritz, and that is the end of the Staunton first inning. No score. The Shells are coming up to the plate in the bottom of the first at Metro-East. Baseball 2A regional action today. Back in Edwardsville in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
For Wood River back on Monday, so this regionals had a couple of 3-0 scores, and now it's Roxana and Staunton today.
Didn't we have this 2A regional, 2 years ago, when Metro was the 5 seed and they ran the table and wound up being the regional champions? So can never underestimate these underdogs, it seems like, that comes out of this 2A regional. We've had our share of upsets. I believe that was the year that CM hosted it when they were the 2A playing 2A ball that year.
Yeah, I was going to say CM and 2A. That sounds kind of strange. But Metro-East Lutheran next year will be in 1A baseball. So they're going to drop down to Class 1A with their enrollment of about 220 here. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. The throw to first out. Chance Foss grounds out to Westerhold at second base.
Well, when Roxana played this team about a month ago, they wrapped out 16 hits in that game, so offensively they've got to be feeling some confidence going in against this team. But again, in a one-game situation, you can never underestimate anybody, so if you can get out on top early, it would bode well.
Strike to Blake Vandiver, left-handed batter. He'll be followed by Martz. The middle 3 in the order, Wallace, Reardon, and Skiff for Coach Nathan Smay. The bottom 3, Hargrave, Roberson, and Palin to round out the order as this pitch drops low for a ball to the right fielder, Vandiver, deep in the batter's box, swinging from the left side. And the pitch, swing and a fly ball into short left. Left fielder coming on, though, to make the play. It stayed up for Krager out there, and he made the grab in short left.
Yeah, he got a good read on it right off the bat, because if he would have held his ground or maybe even taken a step back, I think that ball's going to fall in, because it was deceiving coming off the bat where you think it might carry out to you, but it didn't, and it was falling fast. But once he got a good jump on it, he was able to make a nice running catch.
Now it's Nelson Martz, and Martz will tap one to third. First pitch swinging, and it's bobbled at third, safe at first. The throw is late, and that's going to be an error on Abernathy coming in on the grass there at third base.
Well, he had an easy play to make, and it was one of those in-between hops, and it looked like maybe it caught the corner of the lip of the grass and the dirt infield, and just took an extra jump up on him into his chest there. And a 2-out base runner here for Roxana, and our first miscue of the game.
Now it's the cleanup hitter, Levi Wallace, who takes a strike. It's 0-1. First inning, no score. Shells and Bulldogs here. Roxana against Staunton High School. Throw over to first and the runner back.
Well, I guess you can consider a wild pitch a miscue when a runner reaches too. But
sure.
First error of the game, I should say, goes to the Staunton Bulldogs.
Here's the pitch. It is over but low, just low around the knees there. It's 1-1.
But so far this pitcher doesn't look like he's trying to nibble on corners or anything. He's going right after these batters and relying on his defense to make plays.
Guzwell the stretch. He's a right-handed pitcher and runner going. And the ball is hit foul down the right field line as Wallace hits behind the runner, strike 2.
Well, if that ball falls in fair, it's probably going to score the runner. And little hit and run play where Wallace tried to go the opposite way and just shoots it foul down the right side.
Martz goes back to first with 2 down. Levi Wallace at 2 strikes and a ball with the pitcher Logan Reardon on deck. But first, it's Wallace and a line drive foul the left field line this time.
Well, he got away with a hanger there, but didn't quite hang over the plate as much, and Wallace sat back on it and was just out in front of it. Got a good piece of his bat on it, but pulled it foul.
Right by his manager, Nathan Smay, coaching down at third. Here's the stretch. Guzwell with another pitch. And it's a ball, and Staunton dug out wanting that one too.
Good location there for a 1-2 pitch. Tried to run it in on the hands and must have just been too far inside.
It's right at the letters from our view here, and it's 2-2, and the runner is going, and it's popped foul out of play, right side. And it'll still be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martz back to first again.
Well, it's a good battle here so far between pitcher and batter. And Mart's not getting a real big lead over at first base either. But he's trying to time this pitcher's delivery.
There's a tap back to the pitcher, and it goes off of his glove, and he will not have a play as that little dribbler went up the mound and then up his arm and back toward the second base bag. 2 on, 2 out.
Boy, back-to-back errors here, and that time the pitcher, Guzwell, really did it to himself. Made 2 good pitches to get outs on the 3 and 4 batters, but boy, now you've given this Roxana team a 5th out in this inning. This could come back and bite you. We'll see if Roxana can come back and make them pay with 2 base runners on when the inning should have been over.
Reardon swings at a high heater up in his eyes, fouls it straight back, and Reardon is at strike 1. He's the number 5 batter for Coach Nathan Smay of the Roxana Shells, and they have a record of 14 and 15 on the year. They try to get even today at 15 and 15 with a win, pushing them to Saturday's game. Here's a chopper to short. It's cut off by the third baseman, who makes a good play over to first. Abernathy retires Reardon, and they call him out at first, I believe. Some confusion there, but now they're going to leave the field, and that's going to be the end of 1 inning. Roxana and Staunton, no score. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Reardon's pitched 1 inning, but he's got 4 strikeouts. I just confused people by saying that, right?
And then in the bottom of the first, we have 2 outs, then 2 errors, and Staunton gets out of the inning. So kind of a strange first inning all the way around. And here's a ball low to Sam Allender, the first baseman.
But 4 Ks in 1 inning, one of those rare feats where pitcher was able to strike out. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Had a wild pitch after out number 2 on a strikeout swinging. But Reardon was able to get all 4 batters via the K and all 4 swinging.
Pitch outside for a ball. It's going to be Allender, Stennett, and Westerhold here. First baseman, catcher, and then the second baseman for the Staunton Bulldogs in the third base dugout today. Roxana in the first base, home dugout here at Metro-East. 2-2 to Allender now. Right-handed batter. Reardon rocks and fires, swing and a miss, and yet another strikeout. 1 out, second inning.
5 up, 5 down, 5 Ks. It's about as good as it can get for a pitcher. And again, probably going about 90-10 as far as fastball to off-speed ratio here so far. Going with the fastball quite a bit, and so far having a lot of success.
And throwing strikes. Now to Seth Stinnett, strike one called. Here's the pitch. It's low in the dirt. Yesterday in the playoffs, Southwestern beat Metro-East 3-0. Carlinville with a win over Hillsboro, 7-4. Some other baseball, too, as Alton beat Jerseyville 5-3 last night. And last night, Marquette with a win at Rochester, 8-7. So Marquette with 18 wins. Alton High now with 20 wins. Here's strike three call, down around the knees, and the catcher Stinnett didn't think so, as he knows what the strike zone is from being behind the plate himself, and Stinnett strikes out.
Well, with us being here over off on the right side of the dugout, might have been a little low and away, but we'll see if that's an area of strength for pitchers going forward in this game, where they can throw to the outside. And that's the first backwards K for Reardon, and he's got 6 in the game already.
And 2 quick strikes on Dalton Westerhold here, the second baseman. Batting from the left side, wearing number 1, Reardon. 6 strikeouts to start the ball game. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Pitch bounces in for a ball. Number 7 hitter in the batting order for Staunton. Record of 6-15 on the year. Logan Reardon on the hill with his record at 4-4. Swing and a miss. High fastball way over his head, but struck him out. 3 more strikeouts in the second inning for Reardon. In the middle of the second inning, we have no score. Staunton and Roxana in 2A playoff baseball here on Z1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
He's off to one heck of a start so far.
After the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game headed your way as Skiff takes outside for a ball. The regional championship game here, anyway, will be Saturday, 10 a.m. Pop foul, back it out of play. Strike 2. 10 a.m. Metro-East, Saturday morning. Southwestern against the winner of this game right here, Roxana and Staunton.
You bringing the donuts?
I might have to do that.
I'll stop and get a gallon of milk.
There's a fly ball to center on the line, but it holds up, hangs up for Fretz in center field. He makes the play.
Just a little poke out into center field off the end of the bat. And again, a pretty easy play where Fretz taking about 4 or 5 steps in. Nothing deep yet, and other than the couple of errors that Goosewell's had to work around, he's done a good job here on the mound himself.
We mentioned Carlinville beating Hillsboro yesterday. Today there, it's Litchfield against Gillespie. The Miners baseball team in action today in the playoffs at the Gillespie Regional. 2A baseball. Matt Hargrave, the catcher for Roxana. Check swing for a strike. It's 2-1. Goosewell, the pitcher for Staunton. And the Bulldogs and the Shells are scoreless here. Going to bunt, but he takes outside for a ball. 3-1.
A catcher bunting. Not often either.
Maybe just showing it. We'll see. There's a line drive into left field. Left fielder back, though, and makes the play as he didn't have to move much. That ball was shot out to left. Hit hard, but 2 down.
You know, he had a beat on it, and for a minute it looked like it was just going to be hit right at him, and he can just stand his own 2 tracks there and wait for it, but scampered back a couple of steps. Probably the hardest hit ball here so far today from Hargrave, but 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the second, both fly balls.
I thought that ball was going to sail over his head when it left the bat, but Hargrave is out number 2, and Roberson here. Strike 1, now a ball. It's 1-1, 2 outs, and nothing shaking for the Shells here, bottom of the second inning.
Well, there was a ball hit last night here as well in that Southwestern Metro-East Lutheran game that thought it was going to get out, and it just didn't go very far.
This one is popped into short right, and he fights it off for a single. Roberson on at first as he was jammed, but he fights it into short right field.
Yeah, not much of a deliberate swing there. That was just more little upper body strength there. He's a bigger boy there, Roberson, and he was able to fight that one off into right field. And bottom of the second, we get our first hit of the game, and it's twice now where Goosewell's been able to get.
Ground ball to first, right at the first baseman. Palin grounds out to Allender, the Staunton first baseman, and that's the end of 2 innings here at Metro-East. No score after 2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Back at the ballpark and top of the third inning now. After 2, we have no score here. Staunton Bulldogs, Roxana Shells in 2A playoff baseball. Pretty good sized crowd is gathered here as we get toward the top of the hour, 5 o'clock. No score. Third inning now.
Well, let's see if Reardon can keep this strikeout string going. 7 up. 7 Ks, and he's going to face 8-9 and back to the top of the order here. So we head to the top of the third inning, and all zeros on the board thus far.
Really, the first 2 games this week of this regional, not many hits. And again, a couple of 3-0 ball games that we've had so far. Metro-East over Wood River, then Southwestern over Metro-East. Both 3-0 scores. Here's a little dribbler to first. Throw to the pitcher. Reardon covering, 1 up, 1 down.
I noticed this last night here as well, and I don't know if you saw it on Monday here, but anything hit on this infield grass, boy, that ball's going to die out fast, and that was the case there. It got into that Bermuda triangle between the pitcher, second baseman, and first baseman, and it was dying quick, so Roberson had to make a nice little play there to flip to the pitcher to get the out at first base.
Swing and a miss. Corey Scroggins, the right fielder, number 9 hitter for Staunton. Strike 1.
Well, it's another late swing here, and we've had a number of those here so far.
Here's a ball just off the plate. Mentioned not many runs. Well, the hits, hard to come by too. Monday we had 5 hits to 3 hits. Yesterday, 5 hits to 3 hits. So 8 total in each game of the regional so far, too.
And right now, the way this one's going, doesn't look like we're going to get many here either.
Swing and a miss, and strike 3, and 2 up, 2 down here for Staunton.
So Reardon's gone through the order once now, and he's gone 8 for 9 as far as strikeouts is concerned. And right now, and limiting his pitches, too, he had 33, although he had to throw 20 pitches to get the 4 strikeouts in the first inning. 33 coming into this one, too.
Up and in a little bit to the leadoff hitter now, Blaine Ray. Ray 0 for 1 with the strikeout, of course.
You can just repeat that for the first 7 guys here.
Yep. Strikeouts across the board. He's got 8 already, and ball low. Reardon to Ray. Strike at the knees. Caught the corner. 2-1 the count. Here's a shot down the line, and it is a foul ball. First base side there. 2-2 the count. Thursday afternoon playoff baseball here on the Big Z, and if Roxana wins this game, we're back on the air Saturday with more playoff baseball from here at Metro-East. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, bounces in front of home plate, ball 3.
Well, looking for both of these teams, matchups against Southwestern. The Birds are 2-0 against Roxana, and they've beaten Staunton once themselves.
Ground ball to the second baseman. Going to roll out there to Randy Skiff. He throws over to first for the out. 1-2-3 for the Staunton Bulldogs again. No score, third inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Has got it, but nobody has been able to touch home plate yet.
Strike 1 to Chance Foss, bottom of the third inning. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland with you from Edwardsville here. Metro-East Regional. Metro-East Lutheran High School. There's a strike. Our engineer, Brian Hennigan, this afternoon. And Staunton and Roxana battle in the regional semis. The pitch. Swing and a line drive into right field it goes. On 0-2, he shoots it to right. Chance Foss on at first base.
Not a good pitch there. Too much of the plate.
Number 5,
where
Vandiver.
right on the outer edge, and just a straight fastball, and Goosewell tried to go after Foss there, and he does a nice job of taking it the other way, and a leadoff runner, and I would expect a little aggressiveness, maybe a little action here on the base paths, maybe try to steal one.
Ball 1. Well, they're at 0-2. Watching the catcher stint it. He had the target way over the head of Foss, standing up really, and the ball was right down the middle.
Yeah, that's one of those where if you're 0-2, you don't get it anywhere near the plate. Got too much of it and a good piece of hitting there to make him pay for it.
Drops this one into Vandiver for a strike called, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out. Roxana's second hit of the game.
They've had a base runner on in every inning so far and stranded 3 so far.
Wild pitch in the dirt. Up to second base goes Foss with nobody out.
Well, now you're in business here, and our second base runner to reach second. Haven't had anybody get to third base yet, but a good chance here. Vandiver flied out to left his first time up, and his job here at the very least, pull the ball to the right side, get that runner to third base.
Outside, 3-1 now to the left-handed hitter, and the heart of the order coming up, Martz, Wallace, and Reardon.
Well, if he winds up walking here, it would be hard-pressed to see Martz going up there to bunt.
Another wild pitch, ball 4. Runner goes to third, and it's first and third, nobody out.
Well, he's definitely not bunting now, and you've got arguably your hottest hitter in the lineup up now. 2 on, nobody out, and a good chance here for the Shells to break out on top. After a base hit, a walk, and a couple of wild pitches, Roxana's set up in good shape here so far.
Ball in the dirt as Stinnett had to block that one, scoop it out of the dirt. Ball 1 to Martz.
Well, it almost looks like this pitcher is a little too preoccupied with the runners on base, and he's short-arming some of his pitches here.
Throw over to first, runner back standing up. First and third with nobody out, and a couple of big RBI players here. Martz and Wallace back to back. Outside for a ball, runner going. They throw down, but just halfway between the pitcher's mound and second base as the shortstop cuts it off, just in case the runner at third is coming, but it's second and third now.
You take the double play option out of the equation now, and a couple of RBI opportunities for Martz here.
He'll take a strike on the outside edge.
Looks like that's the sweet spot for the pitchers in this game. To the right-handed batter, off the plate.
There's the stretch by Guzwell, brings it home. It's low and away, and looks like they're about to walk Martz, and the bases are going to be loaded with nobody out, but we'll see. It's 3-1. Guzwell rocks and fires. Strike called. Down around the knees. 3-2.
I think Martz was taking a step towards first base.
Three balls, two strikes, and now the Staunton dugout wants to know if that is strike three. They thought it was 2-2 before that pitch.
For a minute there, I thought so too, and I looked up at the scoreboard, and they had 2-2 before that pitch, so.
3-2 the count. We're ready to go here. First base open, nobody out.
You're on par with the umpires. You had it right.
Way high, ball four, and now the bases are loaded, and the head coach will head to the mound with the bases loaded and nobody out, and they'll visit on the mound with the pitcher, Guzwell.
Well, this is a heck of a situation here, and now he's talking to our base umpire as well about the count, and you know, you have no places to put these base runners on now. They're loaded up with nobody out. You've got 4, 5, and 6 coming up here, and you just talk to your pitcher and have him bear down here. I don't, you know, based on what your offense has done so far in this game, which is virtually next to nothing, you almost have no choice. But even in the bottom of the third inning, maybe bring the infield in here, and anything on the ground, you try to get the force out at home and just whittle away one at a time here.
Levi Wallace, the cleanup hitter, stepping in, and Coach Nathan Smay, the last 3 weeks, last month, been working with Wallace not to overswing. He's been trying to kill the ball a lot, did early in the season anyway, and now he's been driving the ball much better, and he's the cleanup man with the bases loaded. It's ball one.
He reached on an error his first time up. They're playing back up the middle. They're playing in on the corners here, so.
Pitches a strike. It's 1-1 here with nobody out.
So it looks like they're going to concede at least a run if anything is hit up the middle. Probably going to come home with the ball if it's hit to the corners.
Swing and a drive into right field. That's going to be a base hit, and it's going to get by the right fielder. A run will score. 2 will score. Wallace with a double. Martz over to third. 2 runs in for the Shells here. It's 2-0.
He just does a good job of slicing that ball down the right field line. For a minute, I thought Scroggins was going to be able to maybe get there. He aggressively went after the ball, and then at the last moment decided he wasn't going to be able to catch that one, and the ball took a spin away from him. Enabled Wallace to get in with the 2-run double and put the Shells on the board here.
And this pitch is low to Logan Reardon, the pitcher. It's ball one. There's still nobody out. And one of the walks have scored, and another one may score before this is all over. Couple of walks, couple of hits in the inning. There's a strike called to Reardon. Logan Reardon throws right, bats right. 2-0 Shells, third inning. Swing and a little looping liner over the second baseman's head as he was in a step or two, and it cost him 1 run in, 2 runs in, and the ball thrown to home, and that allows the batter Reardon to go to second base as he drives in 2 more. It's 4-0.
Well, he did just enough to shoot the ball over the second baseman's head there to get the 2-run single, and Wallace, who drove in 2 with a double himself, got a good read on it and was able to fly home himself, and throwing error there by the first baseman trying to get the runner at home enables Reardon to move into second base on the play. So 2 swings here, and the Shells have got 4 runs on the board.
Mark Luck will run at second base, number 10. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, as we have 4 runs on the board here for the Shells, just like that. And it's Randy Skiff, the number 6 hitter in the batting order. Still nobody out. 5 in a row have reached, 4 have scored. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul, backing out of play. Skiff, Hargrave, Roberson now coming up.
You parked your car way, way back there. You didn't want a foul ball or 2, did you?
It's going to hit yours before it hits mine. Maybe.
I'm far enough away. I learned yesterday.
Swing and a pop-up, short center. Shortstop goes out, center fielder in. It's going to be the shortstop out in the outfield grass out there as Ray makes the play.
Finally have an out in the inning, and no place for, I believe that's a pinch runner out there.
Courtesy runner, Mark Luck.
Number 11,
staying at second base.
No place for him to go there. So first out of the inning on a pop out to short. What have we had? We've had 3 hits and 2 walks to start the inning, and 4 runs for the Shells so far.
And a wild pitch will send the runner to third with 1 out as the Shells keep them going on the bases here.
It's the 3rd wild pitch of the inning for Guzwell. And he's got his work cut out for him to try to keep a 5th run off the board here now.
Low it away for a ball here to Hargrave, the catcher. Roberson and Palin rounding out the batting order as Shells looking to bat around here. This is the 7th batter of the inning. Guzwell steps off, no throw to third base. 1 on, 1 out. Wallace drives in 2. Reardon drives in 2 more. Low in the dirt again for another ball. Kyle Roberson waiting on deck. And it's ball 4. And Matt Hargrave, the catcher, trots down to first. It's another walk in the inning.
Number 25, Kyle Roberson.
3 walks, 3 hits in the inning now, and it's a long inning for this Staunton team. And 8th batter coming to the dish here, Roberson, and he got the first hit of the game. Now he's got a chance to get at least an RBI.
Courtesy runner Joey Ingram, number 9, into the game. So we have 2 courtesy runners on base right now. 1 for the pitcher, 1 for the catcher. Now it's Kyle Roberson at the dish. Throw over to first and out. They pick him off. He is called out at first as they fired over there, and he was diving back in, but the tag near the helmet or on the helmet, 2 down.
That's why sometimes when you go to a courtesy runner or 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes these guys aren't quite into the game yet, but then on the flip side, you've got one job to do, and I know as a coach those are aggravating as heck. And 2 outs in the inning now, and it's going to take a 2-out hit now to get that runner in from third.
2 quick strikes to Roberson, the Roxana first baseman here. Runner at third, 2 down. 4-run third inning for Roxana. Ball high and outside. He wasted that one. It's 1-2 now. To the 8-hitter, number 25, Kyle Roberson. Swing and a pop foul. 2 strikes and a ball. Roberson, a right-handed batter. Goosewell, right-handed pitcher for the Staunton Bulldogs. Another pitch coming home. Breaking ball is a 2-hopper to short. Ray will throw out Roberson to end the inning, but the Shells get 4 in the inning. 2 RBIs for Wallace, 2 RBIs for Reardon. 4-0 after 3 innings. The Shells on top. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
Back at the ballpark, Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland with you, and we move to the 4th inning. Roxana has a good bottom of the 3rd inning as they break the scoreless tie and lead 4-0 now.
Well, they finally were able to string some things together. They picked up 3 hits in the inning. Obviously a big 2-run double from Wallace and followed up by a 2-run single from Reardon, and he spots himself with a comfortable lead now, and now an opportunity here in the 4th inning to just go after batters like he's been doing the whole game.
Strike called and quick 0-2 count on Abernathy here. Roxana the 2 seed, Staunton the 3 seed in this regional. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Reardon has another K.
9 in the game now. Of course, he started off with 7 in a row, and he gets Abernathy via the strikeout for the 2nd time here today.
Austin Goosewell from the left side here. Throws right, bats left. He struck out his first time up. Reach base, though, on a wild pitch on strike 3. Ball 1 here.
And that's their only base runner of the game.
It's a fly ball into left center field. Center fielder cruising over, though, and makes a running catch. Wallace with a good jump, and he grabs it 2 down.
Yeah, off the left-handed bat, that ball was slicing away from him, and he had to get on his horse to go after that one. He was able to make a nice catch there, and probably the hardest hit ball that Staunton's had here today. Of course, they haven't hit very many balls. That's only the 3rd one that they've put into play. 2 up and 2 down here, and he's retired. Again, everybody but the strikeout in the wild pitch is the only runner that Staunton's had on base.
2 outs, 4th inning, top of the 4th. And a foul tip into the catcher's glove there. It's quickly 0-2 to Ryan Fretz. Another pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that is the end of the 4th inning. 2 more strikeouts for Reardon. 1-2-3 go the Bulldogs. Shells on top 4-0 here in the 4th. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro-East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There is also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Bulldogs, Roxana Shells, Jake Palin, Chance Foss, Blake Vandiver here in the bottom of the 4th inning back in Edwardsville. Live coverage of the Metro-East Lutheran Class 2A Baseball Regional this week. Wood River and Roxana playing in this regional. along with Staunton, Southwestern, and Metro-East. Goosewell to Jake Palin, who's 0 for 1. Palin, left-handed batter. The pitch bounces in for ball 2. 3 balls and no strikes. Number 9 hitter. Goosewell rocks in, fires again. It's a strike called. 4 runs in the 3rd inning. 2 walks came in to score. 3 hits in the inning. Inside, ball 4 to Palin. He will walk to first base. Another walk for Goosewell.
Number 4 in the game. Doesn't have any strikeouts, and through 2 innings, 29 pitches delivered, and he topped that all in the 3rd inning. He threw 30 pitches last inning, and that 4-run 3rd for the Shells. So he had 59 going into the inning.
Strike 1 to Chance Foss here, 4th inning. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Foss hitting for the 3rd time in the game. Swing and a miss. Leadoff man for the Shells.
He started the rally, that 4-run rally last inning with a singled and scored. 1 for 2 in the game. He singled on an 0-2 pitch to right field.
Throw over to first, and the runner back safely this time over at first base. Palin, nobody out. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a pop-up. Shortstop out, left fielder in, and the shortstop, Ray, under it and has it. To the outfield grass he goes again.
Got under that one, and probably wasn't the easiest play because the left fielder out there was playing deep. And Ray, it almost seemed like for a moment there he was waiting for his left fielder to call him off the ball, but he was able to backpedal, get under it, and make the one-handed catch.
There's a fly ball into center. Center fielder moving over. It's going to be in the gap. Vandiver goes the other way into left center field. He's on his way to 3rd. Palin on his way home. It's a stand-up triple. 5-0 with the RBI for Vandiver.
Well, every walk now has scored, all but 1. 3 out of the 4 walks have scored, and that one there as well. Palin all the way. He got a beat on that one. Ball shot into left center field. He can see it all the way. And he was off to the races there, as was Vandiver, who was right on his heels with the 1-out triple.
And Martz will take a ball high. He's been on base twice. 0 for 1 with a walk officially, though. Reached on an air and walked in the 3rd. Now in the 4th. He takes a ball and now pops one up. First base line, first baseman will call everybody off there, and Allender makes the play, a step into fair territory.
Well, you'll take that anytime you can get Martz on an out without advancing the runner. Leaves that runner at 3rd base right now. It'll take a 2-out something here from Wallace, who doubled and scored last inning and drove in the first 2 runs of the game. He'll try to pick up another RBI here.
There's a strike. Goosewell brings in a strike 1 to Levi Wallace. Another run here in the 4th inning. It's 5-0 Shells. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Late cut for Wallace there on a fastball. It's 0-2. Stretch by Goosewell, looks at the runner at 3rd base. Throws it just inside for a ball. 1-2 the count. Shells up by 5 now, and the pitch on the way. Bounces in and hits the umpire. Otherwise, that's a run as Vandiver's halfway home.
That's a big break there for the Staunton Bulldogs, although it might not matter at this point being 5-0, but that ball's going to get to the backstop, and Vandiver would have scored easily.
Off the umpire on a pitch that bounced in, and it's now 2-2. And the pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side.
Wallace just missed that one. He tried to time it, was just out in front of it, and pulled it down the third base line, foul.
Wallace ready again. Goosewell ready with a 2-2 pitch. Low, 3-2 now. Logan Reardon on deck, and we have another full count here. As all of Goosewell's walks have come in these 2 innings that they've scored runs. 3 walks last inning, another walk here this inning. Strike 3 called on 3-2. Wallace strikes out looking. 1 run, 1 hit. Vandiver drives in a run with a triple, and after 4, it's 5-0 Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
5th inning now, 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Staunton Bulldogs, who now trail 5-0. And on the mound, Logan Reardon, the junior, is rolling right along here with all those strikeouts. And he also has, dare I say, a no-hitter. A shutout, though, 5-0.
I was going to bring it up in a not-so-subtle way last inning, but I'm glad you brought it up.
Well,
got it out of the way.
5th inning now.
You got it out of the way, so we'll blame you if it goes by the wayside here. Yeah, wild pitch has cost him a perfect game so far.
That's true, too.
So I guess you could, I don't know, you're the famous scorekeeper here. Is it 13 up, 13 down? I mean, you got an out, but you didn't retire him. So
That's true.
So how does that work?
So I think you have to say Goosewell was on base and go from there. Here's a pop-up to the first baseman, Roberson. He'll make the grab behind the bag at first, and 1 out, 5th inning.
So 11 in a row retired? Is that what we're going to go with here?
I would say 11 in a row.
Although he's retired every batter that he has faced. How about that?
Figure that one out.
Yes, if you can.
And the strikeouts keep coming, too. This one's popped foul, back and out of play.
Off of the hood of your car. Oh, no, not that far back.
Strikeouts per inning. He had 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 more in the fourth. So 10 strikeouts in 4 innings.
I'll say he'll finish with a baker's dozen.
There's a strike.
That sound about right, maybe?
That sounds about right. Maybe more. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called, and that will be strike 3 and another K. And he's gotten, of course, 1 in every inning, at least 1 in every inning.
53 pitches going into this 5th inning, so that's not going to be an issue. And he's still got a live fastball here, and doesn't look like it's going to slow down here at all, getting into the latter part of this game. And these Staunton batters are still behind that fastball, as evidenced on that swing there by Westerhold.
Left-handed batter will hit one to the second baseman. Skiff bobbles it. It's an error. He still had time if he would have gotten to it the second time, but it fell and rolled away from him again, and it's a 2-out error on the second baseman.
Yeah, second base runner to reach here, and it was a pretty routine play, and just one of those where you look it into the glove, and I'm watching him, and at the last second it almost looked like he pulled his head up trying to record the out at first base, and once he bobbled it, that was that.
And it's strike one to Kane Krager, the left fielder.
Well, you're definitely helping this pitcher out if you're going to be swinging at balls above your head.
This one's upstairs too, and he laid off of it, 1-1.
That's a smart pitch. I'd go right back up there. Hey, if you can get him once, why not try to get him again? And almost got him to pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss. Strike two here in the fifth inning. 2 outs, runner at first. Stretch by Reardon, the pitch, swinging a fly ball into left field. Going to carry out to Palin in left field, and he'll make the grab to finish off the Staunton Bulldogs. Fifth inning. It's still 5-0. Roxana here in Edwardsville at Metro-East Lutheran High School. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage? Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062. Hey, where do you want this ladder? Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkland back here as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Roxana with Reardon, Skiff, and Hargrave due up. They lead it 5-0 over the Staunton Bulldogs, and we're going to have a new pitcher here. The first baseman, Allender, is going to come in to pitch for Goosewell. Goosewell's going to go to shortstop.
Number 12.
So
Logan.
4 innings for Goosewell.
Couple of changes here, obviously defensively, but yeah, Allender goes the 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 4 walks, and no strikeouts in the game.
Ball 1 bounces in.
Oh, 1 strikeout, pardon me.
That's how he finished off on the mound, and now he's at shortstop. Swing and a foul back and out of play.
That's right, he did get Levi Wallace to end the last inning on a called third strike.
We now have Eric Hasquin at first base with Allender going to the mound. There's a drive into center field. Center fielder back under it. Line drive hit hard, but Fretz is there. Fretz makes the play.
Good looking compact swing there from Reardon. Shoots it out to center field, but easy play there for Fretz to get the first out.
Now it's Randy Skiff. Pitch on the way. Inside, hits the batter. Up and in to Skiff. He's on base with 1 out.
I love how the teammates always say, wear it. Be a different story if you're at the plate, right? It's easy for you to wear it when you're not wearing it.
When you're not wearing it. Depends on where it hits you to whether you
Exactly.
want to wear it or not.
Exactly. But a 1-out base runner here for Roxana.
Goosewell again. The pitcher goes to short. Our shortstop, Ray, moves over to second base. There's a ground ball foul. Hasquin again now at first base. The defensive alignment for the infield for Staunton.
If I'm not mistaken here, Hasquin is in the number 7 spot for Westerhold, who's out of the game.
Ground ball into right field it goes as he just hit it the other way. Nice and easy on the swing. Over to third base goes Skiff. Hargrave with a base hit to right.
Had a few base hits now in this game for Roxana where they've been able to take it the other way, and just again there, a nice little short compact swing. Push it by the first baseman, and Roxana set up once again. Chance to score here. They've scored in each of the last 2 innings, and first and third 1 out here. And if you're Staunton, you got to start thinking about bringing in the infield to try to cut any more would-be runs down here. You're already down 5. You've got minimum 2 more plate appearances. Time is running out.
Courtesy runner, Joey Ingram at first base again. He was picked off when he was a courtesy runner a moment ago, or a little while ago. Here's a swing and a miss by Roberson. Strike 1. So it's first and third, one out. Already 5-0 here as we play in the bottom of the fifth inning. Allender the stretch, the pitch, swing and a foul ball. Strike two. Abernathy is still at third base. Goosewell at short. Ray over at second now, and Hasquin at first. Allender, the pitcher. Stennett, the catcher. And the pitch on the way. Bounces in. Wild pitch. Skiff will score. Other runner moves up to second base. 6-0 on a wild pitch.
Runs just continue here for the Shells, and that's a pretty easy read there for Skiff once it gets by the catcher again, and both runners move up. It was an 0-2 pitch.
Now 1-2 to Roberson, right-handed batter. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three, 2 down.
Pitch was down and in. Roberson now is 1 for 3 in the game, and Palin steps to the dish. He walked and scored his last time up, 0 for 1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Shells have scored in 3 innings in a row. Foul ball, third base side, by the head coach, Nathan Smay, for Roxana. Left-handed batter, Palin waits. Right-handed pitcher for Staunton. Turns, throws to second, safe. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Low and away to Palin. It's 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Shells with 4 big runs in the third inning. 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. 6 on the board here. 6-0. The pitch on the way, outside again. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, Palin. Ready with another one, here it comes. 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss, 2-2. 6 runs, 6 hits for the Shells, looking to go to 15-15 and play Southwestern one more time. Turn, throw to second, and they have him picked off again. The courtesy runner is out at second base as they turn and fire to second, and that is the end of the fifth inning. Roxana with another run. They lead 6-0 now over Staunton. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
First pitch swinging, Scroggins pops it up to Skiff at second base. He makes the grab, pop up on the infield, 1 down. That'll bring in Ray, the leadoff man, who's now at second base.
Number 8, Blaine Ray.
As long as you don't bring up a no-hitter countdown here, right?
Oh, you
no
just
more
did
jinx.
it again? Okay. Here's a bunt, foul, strike 1.
How about that for trying to break up a no-hitter?
That'll happen. Try the bunt. Try anything.
I've seen it before.
Here's the pitch by Reardon, and it's a strike. Quickly, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Top of the 6th. Strike three as Reardon blows it by Blaine Ray, and he has another strikeout. That's a dozen.
I said Baker's dozen. Got to get him one more, right? One more out of the next 4 outs. I think we'll get there.
There and more, it appears, anyway. He's got 12 Ks, strike one to Abernathy.
And he just continues to pour strike one in there to almost every batter, and it's really been a key to success to his game here so far.
Had arm surgery all the way back last year, and I think he missed some of the baseball last year and cost him some time for football and basketball with Coach Mark Briggs. Came back late in the basketball season. Here he is strong this spring. That right arm bringing it in. Foul ball. Strike two. Sean Abernathy with 2 outs. Nobody on base. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th inning for the Staunton Bulldogs. Swing and a foul. Still 1-2 to Abernathy. He has struck out twice. Fretz has struck out twice. So has Stennett. 2 Ks for Ray in the game as he just struck out a moment ago. A dozen in the game. Swinging a line drive. Center fielder coming on, and Wallace makes the grab. Sinking line drive. Hit hard on a hanging breaking ball there, it looked like, and Wallace came in to make the play. 1-2-3 for the Bulldogs. 6th inning. 6-0 Shells. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you Kasasa?
On the year, they lost to Moorhead State yesterday. They lose to Jacksonville State today, 7-5, down in Tennessee at the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament. SIU Edwardsville. It's Metro-East Lutheran High School here in Edwardsville, and Jake Palin, Chance Foss, and Blake Vandiver for Roxana here. Bottom of the 6th inning, they lead 6-0 here. The Shells over Staunton.
Jake Palin.
Palin digs in, ready to go. Allender brings it in. Ground ball to the right side. Hasquin, the first baseman, has it. Wins the race to the bag, and Palin is out number 1. Now Chance Foss.
Second time Palin has grounded out to the first baseman in the game, and I think at this point, if you're Roxana, you're safe with your 6-0 lead. You need 3 more outs, and 3 more outs separates you from another date against Southwestern.
Strike 1 call. Right-handed batter, Chance Foss. Line drive to right. That's a base hit into right field, and Foss has his 2nd hit of the game.
And another hit to the right side. And
Number 5.
anytime you talk to a coach, they're happy to see that, where kid takes the ball the opposite way, and it's the 2nd time that Foss has gone the opposite way, and he gets himself a 1-out single here in the 6th. 7th hit of the game for Roxana. Of course, they had 3 of them in that big 4-run 3rd inning that broke this game open, broke a scoreless tie.
6-0 now, and time called at home plate. Well, Southwestern and Roxana may be on their way to that meeting Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. IHSA Birds the 1 seed, Shells the 2 seed. Here's a foul ball, and one of those games earlier this year was here on the Big Z. It went to extra innings for Martz and Heineman as they battled into extra innings, and Southwestern prevailed at Roxana Park.
It's at the 5-3 game, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They played recently. It was 12-8.
There's a ball, runner going, and safe. Stolen base with 1 out, 6th inning. So a runner at second base with 1 down for Blake Vandiver has an RBI triple. Also a walk and a run scored. Here is the pitch from Allender. Nope, turn and fakes the throw to second base. The Clouds have taken over here in Edwardsville now. Here's another pitch to Vandiver, going to try to bunt, and it's a fair ball in front of home plate. And he thought it was foul. He didn't run at all. He just stood there a step or two outside the batter's box, and it was right in the dirt, right in front of home plate. Fair ball, and Foss goes to third, but there's 2 down.
I guess in a roundabout way, he got the job done. You moved the runner over. Yeah, that was, I don't know what he was thinking there. I mean, the ball was right in front of him and didn't go, but about, what, 5 inches in front of the plate.
Definitely fair, right in front of the dish. Martz will take a strike. Runner at third, 2 down.
I don't know if it's fair to give him a sacrifice on that play.
I don't know if it is either.
I don't think that was the intent there, but.
Not at all. Low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Six to nothing game. Just 1 hour and 20 minutes this ball game right now. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. Allender to Martz, 6th inning. Pitch on the way, and it is low and outside, ball 3. Levi Wallace waiting on deck, has the 2-run double. Reardon, 2-run single. Here's the next. Martz will hit it on the ground, into right field, base hit, RBI. Foss will come in to score, and Martz makes it 7-0.
Number 1.
And another base hit to the right side. It's been a key to success for this Roxana team this afternoon, and put another one on the board, and they've scored now in each of the last 4 innings of this game.
0-0 till the 3rd, but 4 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Ground ball, and it scoots by the first baseman, and Martz is going to go to third. Wallace will be at first, 2 on, 2 out.
Oh, that's a ball.
Number 12.
Asquin is right there to make a play, and just didn't get the glove down. Scoots right under him and keeps the inning alive. I'm going to have to be the hard guy there and give him an E3.
Right there at the bag, holding the runner on, and it went right down the line. Couldn't even get a glove on it, though, as it scooted on by, and here's Logan Reardon. Ground ball down the third base line. Foul, strike 1. First and third, 2 outs. 1 more run here in the 6th inning. Seven runs, 8 hits for Roxana. 7-0, 6th inning. Reardon with 2 on, 2 out. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Right fielder going back, under it, and has it. Scroggins in right field, got back there to make the play. in straightaway right. One more run for Roxana. We've played 6, 7-0 as we go to the 7th inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Now, Goosewell, Fretz, and Allender, the heart of the order here, 3, 4, and 5 in the 7th inning against Logan Reardon, who has a shutout, has a no-hitter, has double-digit strikeouts. He's rolling right along, 7-0 Shells here.
And he, no doubt here, will get himself a complete game victory. The question is, will he get the, I'll let you say it.
No. Yes, yes.
That, yes.
Foul ball, Goosewell. 12 strikeouts in the game, so a dozen there. Goosewell 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There's a ground ball to Skiff at second base. It will flip to first base, 1 out.
Nice little easy 2-hopper there, and this time Skiff makes the play. He committed an error in the 5th inning. 2 more outs to go for that no-hitter.
Ryan Fretz, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Pitch, swing and a miss. Struck out in the 1st inning, struck out in the 4th inning, and Logan Reardon fires another one. It's low for a ball. 2 base runners for the Bulldogs, 1 in the 1st inning, 1 in the 5th inning. No walks for Reardon either. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That was pitch number 80 right there.
80 pitches.
Never been an issue here.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there's 13 Ks.
Baker's dozen.
Let's see if you're right.
Or you're right.
Or you're wrong.
You had them going over, so...
This is it. One or the other. That's true.
Whoever's right's got to bring the donuts Saturday. How about that?
That's true, too. And then I'll flip a coin. Sam Allender takes ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 7th inning. 7-0 Shells. They started scoring in the 3rd inning. This one is pop foul, strike 2.
That's what I didn't need to see, is strike 2.
For your 13?
Yes.
Lucky 13. 2 strikes and a ball. Ball high makes it 2-2. 2 up, 2 down. 6 more in a row retired since an error in the 5th inning. High ball 3. 3-2. Haven't had many full counts. Looks like maybe just the 3rd one of the game. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and it's a no-hitter and a 7-0 win for the Roxana Shells. Logan Reardon does it on the mound, and the Shells win in the regional semis. And they'll play Southwestern on Saturday morning after 14 strikeouts for Reardon and a 7-0 victory. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.